Well, this is day 7, and what I'm doing right now is I'm creating my insulin-spiking shake, which includes maple syrup, frozen banana, pineapple, dates. Yeah, that's it. Some dates, protein powder, a touch of cinnamon, maple syrup. The last time I did another second concoction, oh, it has creatine and HMB in it. The last time I did a concoction that include piperine, which is like an extract from black pepper, along with what was this in the book? L-citrulline, malate, 2.2 to 1, and what was the other one? Beta-alanine. And then I had this right here, black powder extract. I had a bad reaction to this. It made me tingle, it flustered my skin, it made me feel like every time I touched something, it was burning. So I'm not going to do that baking soda mixture this time. I'm just going with the insulin one because I know this doesn't affect me crazy. But we're going to go ahead and see. I've had about 4 to 5 days of rest in between, so we'll see how my strength will be this time around for day 7. In case you were wondering, I only do 5 minutes of warm-up. 5 minutes of warm-up on the treadmill, then I go straight to the weights. Because remember, with high-intensity training, it's not about enduring for an hour or so, but to really just be intense. It's kind of like a sprint workout. You sprint hard, but sprinting is a lot less time consuming. And the only reason it takes me 45 minutes to do it is because I'm unloading and loading my own weights. If I had somebody working with me, probably get done in about 30-35 minutes.
So we began by walking through our pull downs. Now, I'm still holding at the same weight, which is 360. That's 4 plates on each one of the slides here. And I'm still straining. I'm lifting my shoulders off of the pad just a little bit to kind of pull it down. And I'm not pulling my arms all the way down parallel. I mean, this is the maximum weight I can deal with. But I believe as I get stronger, I'm going to be able to pull my arms down even lower as I get stronger. And that'll be a measurement of increased strength as well. But even with the way that I'm doing it now, I still went up a couple of reps here. And it is a strain, it is a pull, but it pre-exhausts me pretty well. But I'm still getting progress with this thus far. Change gears here with our pull down. Now, I've widened my grip just a little bit because they were a little bit closer, but I've widened it a little bit more because I've been studying a lot of things that the godfather of bodybuilding has been professing on his teaching platform. So it's just a little bit wider there and trying to make sure that I hold it as much as I can. This is 230 pounds and it pulls me all the way up. Now this is what I've been really struggling with. Now this is something I'm going to do differently next time. You notice how I let it go all the way down? Well, the godfather of bodybuilding says don't do that. I should just let it go down to my cheekbones and then push it right back up in order to keep the strain on my deltoids. But this is 200 pounds and I am still moving it one more rep. Almost 4 reps, but I'm going down too low. So next time, for better technique, let's not go all the way down and break that parallel with the arms on this movement. This has been a very painful exercise, although I really want to increase the peak of my bicep muscle. And I know it's working because my bicep muscles are starting to peak a little bit. You know, the changes that you see in your body are so subtle over a long period of time. And you really want to hurry it up. I get the temptation of steroid use and all that kind of stuff because, you know, you work so hard for such seemingly infinitesimal differences in your body makeup. But as we're going about this the slow but steady way, I am getting stronger with my bicep muscles, and in turn, that's creating bigger bicep muscles for me. And there was a point where I couldn't even move 200 pounds. But right now I'm leveraging, I'm using leverage to pull it up because these are all negatives, all right? And I'm holding it against, and holding my arm against the pad a little bit more. So as I get stronger, I'm doing the technique better. Now that's also an indication that I'm getting stronger because now I'm not struggling, I'm not holding it all on my elbows. I'm actually holding the back of my arm a little bit flatter against the pad as I slowly descend and begin to go through the painfulness of that. This exercise also has to be done when you're doing it by yourself. You have to do it on a machine because in theory you want to do it with, you know, a couple of 45-pound plates on each side with a barbell. And I would love to do that, but I just simply don't have a partner to work with. So this is where those machines really come in handy. And you really just can't beat, let's say, using the barbell if you have access to it. And I really suggest if you can get a partner to do this with you, you really want to do this with a partner so you can be really effective. But I'm doing the best that I can. I could not get on the bench press machine because it was just too, both of the bench press machines were occupied. Even the Smith machine was occupied. So I decided, just for shits and giggles, so to speak, let me just grab the 110-pound dumbbells. And I've never really done the 110-pound dumbbells that I can remember, definitely not recently. And as I grabbed them, I'm doing these reps, right? And I'm literally saying to myself, oh my, whoa, hold up. This is 110 pounds. I need to probably throw these things down. Like, if I hadn't have gotten literally psychologically scared of doing more reps, I probably could have done more reps. But I figure, hey, at 110, 9 reps, at my age, I'm good. This, I'm doing very slowly with my body weight, and I'm using a barbell so I don't have to stand up on a platform, maybe fall down. But you know, when I was just doing it, see how I'm bending my legs back? I started getting a cramp in the back of my legs. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work. So then I just started putting my legs forward, okay, to work the cramp out and to not lose my momentum of me doing the action. See, I'm jumping up and I'm holding, and then I'm slowly going down. After you've done that bicep curl machine, oh, this is serious stuff here. And I believe this is also helping me with my bicep, because remember, we also did the lat pull down with that same set of muscles. Here we go with the 85-pound dumbbell, and I'm using the leverage that I saw on the godfather of bodybuilding, Mr. Glass. I'm doing the 85-pound dumbbell here, and I do so many reps. I think I'm going to go up maybe one. I am trying to work more on putting my elbows forward a little bit more, because that's really when it's most effective. But it's hard to do that from a I don't know, maybe my body type or my arms just not long enough, because I do have short arms and short legs. Well, I'm short. That being said, now this is the thing that got me. I usually just do a hammer curl thing with this, but I wanted to go ahead and do this the way that it's actually on the schedule. This is holding yourself with a body weight, but it's behind the neck. Now the third one, I started getting a pinch in my shoulder. That kind of almost felt like an injury, you know, and I could feel it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that. Now this, I began it with the 30-pound dumbbells, and I could swing it. But now I'm learning more and more. When it comes to dealing with the deltoids and all that, the weight really doesn't matter. In fact, it's better for it to be a lighter weight so I can do the technique better, to focus on the deltoids, because my shoulders, I've got to work on making my shoulders wider, because I'm so short and stocky in the midsection. I got to make my shoulders boulders. This is a look at the squat machine that's available at my gym. Now I have 5 plates on each side. It's a total of 10 plates that are 45. So it's at least 450 pounds, depending on how much, you know, the machine has, as far as the actual machine or apparatus weight as well. So I'm basing it on, you know, 45 pounds plus, whatever that plus is. I'm not really worried about calculating the machine weight. But I did get in a good solid 6 before I had to quit. And this was an accident. I was trying to do 4 plates, and I got a half of a rep out of it, and I was wondering what was wrong with me. I said, well, maybe I'm a little bit weak and all that kind of stuff. Now I didn't realize how heavy this really was, because I was using these Olympic style things with metrics, with the metric system. They were kilograms. They just 25-pound kilograms, but I have 4 on each side.
Well, on that last one, I bit off more than I could chew. So that was just 200 kg. That's 2.2 pounds per kilogram. So it's 200. That was 240 plus 45 more. Oh, no wonder. That's 480 pounds. No wonder I couldn't move it. And I was busted after that. I didn't miss the baking soda thing at all. I think the insulin spiking shake was helpful, gave me some energy. get through some things. This was sort of a long workout anyway, so it took me a full hour by myself, so it was kind of a long time to be working out. You really don't want to work out that long. That's really a long time to do high intensity working out. And I took a good break between my last arm exercise and then went to the squats. Now I tried a new squat machine over here. I'll have to calculate what that is. But I squatted more than according to what I calculated, at least 450 pounds squatted, not including whatever the weight of the apparatus was. But after 7 days, I can say that I honestly have gotten stronger with each time I've come, except for that one time where I came back too soon. It was about 4 to 5 days, I think, since I've been here in the gym. So I'm learning that 4 days is the minimum, I think, that you can really hit this thing. Well, I could hit this thing, because, when you're doing it natural, it's harder to recover, but we're still moving progressively. We got 7 more days to go before we finish the cycle. And we're going to be taking 4 to 5 days break between them because, well, we need them. That's day 7 in the books of the Colorado experiment. I'm the prostate cancer guy.